Greetings, welcome to Green Stovepedia. Today we're sharing tips on how Hori 5 avoids smoke backflow. Proper installation of the stove. The pellet feed tube must be fully inserted into the firebox. Pay special attention to ensuring the rear buckle is securely in place. When installing the pellet feed tube, the pellet cage may press against the bottom plate of the firebox, preventing proper ash falling. Use an ash rake to push it into position. Select suitable pellets. We recommend using pure softwood pellets. Pure hardwood pellets can also be used, but certain precautions must be taken. Do not use low-quality pellets, as high ash content can cause blockages in the pellet cage. And longer pellet sizes may cause jamming. There is a simple method to test pellet quality. Pour some water over the pellets and wait a few minutes. Quality softwood and hardwood pellets will absorb water, expand in size, and become soft in texture. Low-quality pellets, however, hardly absorb any water and remain hard. Precautions on burning hardwood pellets. When burning hardwood pellets, the flame is usually smaller than with softwood pellets. Thus, do not set the stove to the minimum power setting, as an overly small flame cannot generate sufficient heat. Especially in low ambient temperatures, the chimney temperature may drop, leading to a loss of draft and ultimately causing backflow smoke into the pellet hopper. Thus, when adjusting the power, do not overdamp down the power. Ensure the flame length occupies at least 2/3 of the firebox window and monitor the flame to ensure it remains stable. Avoid facing the air intake toward winds on windy days. The chimney draft drives the pellet stove's burning. If the air entering the firebox exceeds the chimney's draft, smoke may escape from other openings such as the pellet hopper, gaps around the adjustment knob, or the air curtain intake. Using an air pump to simulate strong wind blowing toward the air intake, one can observe particles emerging from the chimney particle bin. Matching the power adjustment knob and chimney damper. The stove's burning requires a balance between fuel and air intake. Always adjust the flame control knob and chimney damper according to the user manual. Under the condition that the flame control knob is set to max while the chimney damper is closed, insufficient air intake will result in incomplete burning. This can be observed as thick smoke emitting from the chimney. Incompletely burned pellets will not fully turn to ash, potentially clogging the pellet cage and causing smoke backflow. When burning pellets, ensure the ignition port, oven door, and the damper on the right side of the oven are closed. Usually, if the pellet hopper contains a sufficient amount of pellets, leaving them open may not cause immediate issues. However, during the final stages of burning, after the automatic air intake closes, it is essential to keep these openings closed. It can be observed that if the oven door is open, smoke will immediately flow out from the pellet hopper. Clean the ash pen promptly. If the ash pan is full, it will hinder ash removal and cause smoke backflow. Finally, it is always to put a smoke alarm when using wood stoves in your tent. Hope you have a warm outdoor adventure. See you next time.